Right, now that you've set your blog up, it's time to learn how to add a post. Once again, pretty simple because blog is pretty simple. But up here you can see in this big bright orange button it says New Post. I click on that and this page comes up. It's kind of like Word or Google Docs. So you've got your general changing your font and your size and your undo, redo. You've got HTML and Compose. At the moment, make sure we're on the Compose side because we'll look at HTML later. We've got other functions up here. You can change your text color. You can highlight the background. You can add links, so hyperlinks, insert images, insert videos, and so on. So the first thing we want to do is put a post title. So for an example, let's put my first post. And down here, I just click down here and I'm going to write something for my first post. And you can see that I could highlight something, put a red background. I might want to make this a bit bigger or change the font, which is already timed, so let's go to Veranda and I want to make it bigger. So you can see I can play around with it like that. I can italicize and underline it. So you get the idea there. Over here, don't worry about these other ones down here, but labels is the most important one you'll use. So you need to make sure you put a label on every post. You can put more than one label, but you need to make sure you put at least one label. So I click on label. You can see if you put more than one, you need to separate the label with a comma. So just to show you what happens with the label, I'm going to put blog. And let's make it, this is a writing post. So we're going to use this throughout the year. When you put on something for reading, you'll make sure you put reading label. Or if you put something on for writing, you'll put writing, etc., etc. So I've got my label, I've got my post, that's how I've done it. I want to make sure it's nice so everyone can read it, no spelling mistakes because this is getting published on the web. And once I've done that, I click publish. Which it is doing. Oh, you gotta love it when that happens. Publish. And it's published. Up here I can click view blog. And you can see there's my first post. My labels are come out to the bottom. My post is here. And it's got the date up there for everyone to see. Now, if you look down the side, our blog archive, we've got our first blog post in our archive, and you can see I've got two labels now. Not so important at the moment, but later on, for example, if you look at our class blog, you can see I've got a whole bunch of labels there. If I want to look at something just to do with camp, if I click on camp, it'll go through, it'll search my whole blog for anything with a label that is camp, and it'll bring all of those posts onto the page for me, dropping off all the other ones. So for example, if you want to show your parents your writing, you'd click on writing and it'll get rid of every other post you've put up. And you can see this is now showing posts with the label camp. We've got some photos, Tongariro Crossing, etc., etc. If I want to edit that, I might have made a mistake or somebody's given me some feedback so I can change it. I can either click my little pencil here, which means edit post, or back at this page, if I hover my mouse over it, you can see I can edit it there. If I don't like my post for any reason, I can also delete it. So that is how you add a post. Make sure you have a go at this and remember to always put a label. It'll help you organize it later on.